Hello everybody, I'm John. I want to show you something here to hang your comic books. It's going to be at Chris's shop, Craven Comics with a K. And these little things here I'm going to show you now. This is what comes in the kit. These two for the bottom, these two for the top. You get your mollies and your screws. Now this here actually comes off like that. It's a slider. Slides in and out. Real easy to put in, real easy to take out. Of course I say that now and it's taken, I'm getting a camera shot. There you go. Just like that. Okay. And I'll show you later on how that goes on. I'm going to show you how to hang this. These are the tools you're going to need. You're going to need a 3/16 screw. You're going to need a drill. You're going to need a level. You're going to need a tape measure. You're going to need just a regular Phillips screwdriver. I just got this, for more power. And a pencil, and of course, your comic. Now, these specific ones are for the bigger comic books, which are magazines. There will be other smaller versions of these for the regular size comic books. But right now, this is what I have, and I'm going to show you how to install them. Okay, here I am over here. First of all, you find your location of where you want to hang your comics. This I want to hang above the sword, which was given to me by my son. It's a Conan sword, by the way. We talked about this one in the openings, the box openings, CGC. So I'm going to get my comic book basically kind of middle of the sword here. And I'm going to go about 4.5 inches below, which gives me, a nice even amount, because on my other wall over there, I'm going to show you that later on, you'll see my wall of comics over there that I have. So I got my 4.5 inches. I'm going to mark that, and then I'll come back and I'll show you the rest. Okay, so what I have here is I took the liberty of making my mark. I was telling you it was about 4.5 inches. So from here, 4.5 inches from here. So what I did was I took a measurement of that, added the 4.5 inches, and it got me my 8.5 inches right about there. So I did my middle mark there, lined up with the sword. Then I got my good old handy dandy level. I got it up here, right on that mark. See, it's level with a pencil. You just strike your little line. And remember, pencils, you can just wipe it right off later on, so don't worry about a mark being on there. Plus the comic actually covers it up. So, but for you people out there that like to wipe things down. And so from there, now I took my measurement of the things where they got to be. And on the big magazine, it's 8.5 inches, corner to corner. That's where my hole is going to be drilled at. So I get my things here. I know my middle point's right here. So 8.5, but divided by 2 is 4.25. So there's my mark right there, 4.25. And go right here, put my little mark there. That's my one edge. And come over here, 8.5. And there's my mark right there. So now I got my top 2 holes that I can drill. Now for the bottom 2. I noticed with the magazines and the comics, it's always a foot down. So we're going to drop right there, 1 foot. Right about there is your mark there. Now we're going to do the same thing with the level. This is time consuming, especially if you have a lot of comics. You'll see behind you, it takes a while. But once you get in the groove of it, it goes pretty smooth. And right there, it's pretty even. Then we're going to draw our line, crossed. And there is our 1 mark. And of course, like I said, to make it as even as possible, and I like to go there. And there's our line right there. So it did move over just a little bit. So that's our 1 mark right there. Now from there over should be our 8.5 inches. Actually, before I even do that, I want to make sure that it's level. What I do is I come to this line up here and just make it level down there, and that should be at my 8.5. We'll see if that's right. That's level right there. Draw my little line, and we'll see. Boom, 8.5 on the money. All right, so now I'll get the drill these holes, put the mollies in, and we'll see what happens. All right, I got my handy dandy drill, and we're drilling on the marks. And in and out. Sometimes you get a little insulation there. Don't worry about it. Drill in, drill out. Drill in, drill out. And last one, drill in, drill out. Now we got our holes. We got the mollies, yellow ones. You literally just push them in. Boop. Boop. You gotta do the sound effects when you do this. Boop. Boop. All right. Now at this point, you can wipe your lines down if you want to. Get rid of them. I'm just gonna get this up there, do this quick video, then I'll probably go back and erase it myself. All right, so we got them up. Now we start with the bottom ones, which are these bigger ones here like this. All right, just get our drill. Put it in a hole. Now don't go overdoing it with the drill, because you'll strip it right out. And that's why it's good to go with the 3/16 bit on the drill bit, because it's perfect for these to fit right in. It's nice and snug. It won't spin the molly. Next one. Okay. Nice and straight there. Next one. Now with the top ones, there is a right and a left one here. See how that comes up, slides like this? This is the right one. So you take that off so you can drill in there. Put that to the side. Put your thing through. Get up. Straighten it out. There you go. Don't put that on until the comic is up there. Then you slap it into place. That's why it's easy. Take off, comic in, put it on. Real simple. Same thing with this one here. This is the left side now. That comes right off. It slides right off. Okay. Now for the final result of see what's going on. And let's see. Fits in. All right. Okay. All right, we got to maneuver this just a minute. Okay. Not a problem. Okay, we're back. Did a small little mistake. It happens. It's actually 9 inches, not 8.5 inches. If you notice here, I just moved it over a 1/4 inch on this side, a 1/4 inch on this side. This hole you can spackle. It's no big deal. You can actually put toothpaste in there. Little line, it'll dry overnight, paint it. No problem. Like I said, mistakes happen. So I wanted you to see my mistake. I could have edited this out, but what's the fun of doing that? So there you go. All right, now we got it in place. Now we're ready to put our little sliders. Well, sliders come in after we put the comic in. Let me get the comic for you. And now we're not going to have a mistake with this. It's going to fit. Well, and if it doesn't, then we're just going to edit this out. Boom. Boom, look at that. And slides in. Okay, here is remember I was telling you about, there you go, slide in there, and slide in there. Right or left? Well, guess what? Check this out. Here's what I did wrong again. But I want you to see what happens here. You got to really watch and see what you're doing so you know which way is up and down. The problem is, this one goes on this side and this one goes on this side. There is a left and right. Now the confusion of doing my original mistake, well, guess what? So this one goes on this side. Because you want that thing, that support to hold your comic in up on top, and it locks it in place. That's why it is important to have it go a certain way. So, as you see, it's easy in, easy out. Done. This goes back up in there. That's up there. Goes on the top and slides down. There. See, now it's in place. It can't come out. That's what you want. So, real easy fix. Actually, I like doing mess ups because it shows you that, you know, you watch these videos, people doing houses and stuff. You think that's real time stuff. It makes so many mistakes. It's unbelievable. So there you go. So look, see, this thing can't really come out now unless you take these two off, and boom, your comic's down. So that goes in there. This goes in there. And this goes in there. And have a little bit of play, which is perfect. And there you go. And look at that. Now give me 1 minute. We're going to show you what the other side looks like. Okay, so this is the other side of the wall. I have 39 comics on this wall, and that's not done yet. But here's an idea of everything that I did so far. Like I said, this is a very time-consuming project. You just take your time with it, and this is the end result of what it looks like. Not too bad. As you see, I made a little mistakes here and there on that last one that I showed you at home, which I should be a pro at this by now, but clearly not. So there you go. The wall of comics. You can put comics anywhere you want, and you make mistakes. I clearly did twice. So, but I hope you enjoyed the video. Now you know how to hang them up, how to use them. They come in handy. My stepson's actually making these things, so help him, support him in buying them, and help pay his way through college, because that's what he wants to do. So thanks, and have a great day.